Lake Effect Radio hit Lakeland in 1972 and hasn't stopped rocking around the clock tower to this day, with broadcasting on campus, internet, and more. Be sure to keep listening to Breakers and live at livestream.com/LakeEffect.
Resume Workshop. Learn how to stand out from the crowd and get the interview. Seating is limited, so be sure to register at careers.lakelandcc.edu. Workshop is Tuesday, March 31st from 5 to 7 p.m.
Temple 8 returns to the Fantasy Concert Club on Friday, March 27th at 8 p.m. with their special brand of rock, metal, and electronics, along with special guests, the Madeline Hayes, Fractured Past, and the Killing Floor. Tickets are available at homemyticket.com. Doors open at 8 p.m., first band at 8:30 p.m. Tickets $7 advance, $10 day of show.
This is Stephanie Mullins from Contacts and Confidence, and you are watching Lake Effect Radio.
I was gonna keep it real, like chill, like only have a drink or two. But it turned into a party when I started talking to you. And now you're standing in the neon, looking like a high I wanna be on. Baby, it's your call, no pressure at all. You don't have to throw back your pretty pink lemonade shooter and lean a little closer. You don't have to keep on smiling, that smile that's driving me wild. And when the night is almost over, meet me in the middle of a moonlit Chevy bench seat and do a little bit of country song, hanging on. You don't have to keep me falling like this, but it sure be cool if you did. Can't shoot me down, cause you've already knocked me dead. Got me falling apart with my heart talking out of my head. Let your mind take a little back road, just as far as you wanna go. Baby, I'll do whatever you wanna do. You don't have to throw back your pretty pink lemonade shooter and lean a little closer. You don't have to keep on smiling, that smile that's driving me wild. And when the night is almost over, meet me in the middle of a moonlit Chevy bench seat and do a little bit of country song, hanging on. You don't have to keep me falling like this, but it sure be cool if you did. Have a night that you'll never forget. And now you're standing in the neon, looking like a high I wanna be on. You don't have to throw back your pretty pink lemonade shooter and lean a little closer. You don't have to keep on smiling, that smile that's driving me wild. And when the night is almost over, meet me in the middle of a moonlit Chevy bench seat and do a little bit of country song, hanging on. You don't have to keep me falling like this, but it sure be cool if you did. Yeah, it sure be cool if you did.
Be sure to watch us live on www.livestream.com/LakeEffect.
She saw the look in his eyes. She knew better. He wanted her tonight.
especially because that song just died out. And this is the special Friday edition of Matt, you are fired because you're not on campus.
Love that show.
Or Trinidad is fired because you're not on campus. You like this? I like this one. That's pretty darn priceless in my words. But Nick, since you're here,
yes, second
introduce.
show in a row.
Show two. Now, introduce our special guest.
We have Ben, Matt, and Jesse from Mr. Fabulous and the Bad Boys.
Thank you for having us.
Hello. Good morning.
Should come closer to Mike. He doesn't bite.
Hello.
Yeah, the mic
How close
doesn't
do you need to
bite.
be?
We're gonna
No, him.
Yeah,
he was too far away.
I've
Sit
been
really
bitten by a
far.
mic before.
Darn, Jesse.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not dog. I'm sorry.
I'm afraid of getting shocked. It's happened too many times.
Yeah.
Oh no.
These won't. I can promise you.
They're
I
fluffy
haven't
though.
gotten shocked yet, so
Your mic is very.
You spoke too soon. You're gonna get shocked.
It
now.
shocks me all the time.
It's just because I don't think the amp's grounded out. I think it's just plugged into a power strip that's plugged into the wall that doesn't
Yeah.
have the ground on
Yeah,
it.
like
So
the few times that we did Here She Comes Now and I tried to sing and you turn the mic towards me, it shocks me every time. So I can't get like too close that you can't hear me very well.
so maybe we should ground the amps out before.
I don't know.
that'd
how
probably
we're
be a
just-
good
maybe.
idea.
Yeah.
Before we're just the bad boys.
We're just cover ourselves in like rubber so like it doesn't hurt.
Maybe we could get an actual PA. That'd be a good idea too.
That would be too. I
No.
think my
That would
dad
make more
offered us
sense.
some PA equipment. So we'll have to. He's watching now, I think. PA
Is he?
equipment, Dad.
Hi, Dad.
They did.
Equipment dad?
Cheap plug.
I wish I
Fine.
had a father.
Shameless plugs ahoy.
This was one of the priceless show openings, I had to say.
Yeah. We've never done this before, so we're pretty excited. But
Not pretty. How did you guys come up with the name?
Oh, we had many ideas for the name.
yeah, there were a lot of names being shot around before we landed on that.
It was like, Please Us Jesus.
Please Us Jesus was one. Girlies.
The Girlies. I like that one. I was really pushing for the Girlies.
I wasn't in the band
Girlies.
when you guys.
Yeah, he wasn't in
named
the
it.
band
Yeah,
at
you-
the time.
You just
He
showed
had
up
no
in the
say.
band.
He
That was
just
when their
showed
good
up.
drummer was in the band.
We had our friend Nick. He helped out recording the EP with us, and he came up with, I think it was Dr. J and the Bad Boys.
Yeah, it was supposed to be Dr. J and the Bad Boys.
And then it was like the fabulous Dr. J and the Bad Boys, and it was like,
Why Dr. J?
I have no idea.
Does he just like
It
the
was-
Sixers?
I thought it was a Run DMC reference, but
I think of the 76ers.
The 76ers.
but then we.
Dr. J,
Dr.
Julius
J.
Irving.
Yeah.
That's right. I didn't know that.
Nice.
Then we landed on Mr. Fabulous and the Bad Boys. I had done previous stuff under the moniker Mr. Fabulous, so it just seemed to fit. But if you spell the band name out, it has to be M-I-S-T-E-R. If you spell it M-R period, we can't have you as a fan.
Yeah. Especially if you spell
just-
boys the correct way.
Yeah. There's a couple you have to spell Mr. out all the way, and boys is B-O-I-Z because we're difficult.
Do you ever reject, stamp? So when they screw up.
Oh, we should get that.
We
Yeah.
gotta get like not many people have a big rubber reject stamp, and I could use that.
I don't think we're in much
That would
position
be
to be
great
rejecting
for you
anything.
guys.
I would put it on my forehead.
This is horrible. I just gave him an idea.
Just.
Excellent.
You always
That's
have
what we
to
should have done with the North Flyer. Just put a big reject sticker or stamp on it.
You always have to sell your ideas.
That's right.
It's the American way.
Capitalism.
Wait,
how it
Jeremiah, do we
Yeah?
have room for band week for them?
Possibly.
So if we have room, would you guys be interested in coming up here for band week?
I think we would if we can work it in our schedules, because I
Yeah.
know Matt and I work quite a bit. And
My work is completely
No
unpredictable.
job.
Yeah.
What up?
Ben's always free, so you can always have Ben come up
Yeah,
here.
Ben could do all the songs acoustic.
Yeah,
right?
he knows all the songs by heart.
He can play all.
I don't know the lyrics.
three.
Just play the bass.
I'll
He
That's
can play
it.
all the instruments, all the spots, all the chorus and lyrics.
play the one lone.
He'll be the
triangle.
one-man band.
Exactly. He's like Heath Slater.
You like this idea?
No, I don't.
Bass drum, right?
Why?
That's a
Because
great
too much
idea,
work?
Jeremiah.
Yeah, I'm not good with doing things by myself. I need help. That's why
Nah, that's overrated. I'm sorry.
I could barely make it through high school without it.
Well,
Made
go.
it.
Yeah.
I made it.
Oh.
You
I
made-
won.
You won.
Yeah, I made it.
You
to
won?
We all
high school.
won.
Yeah.
Except for you.
I'm still working on it.
I barely.
Mm. So, I had to ask one thing only. What got you guys into music?
Oh.
That is a good question.
Then not including, I'm going to throw the following one. Your first instrument that you ever
man.
played.
You go. You start first.
man.
I remember. I think I got a first act guitar for my first communion, like in second grade. And I think the reason I wanted to play guitar is because I was really into Nirvana.
Okay.
And I don't know. That's all I wanted to do was like learn songs like that. I don't think I really started looking at music as something like you could write original material with until probably freshman year in high school. But I started with guitar, and I've only been playing drums for like a year and a half.
Okay.
My dad's a drummer. So I grew up with music stuff around me all the time. So I was always just ingrained in me to be a musician. But the thing that got me to like be like, oh, that's what I want to do is Nirvana. I found Nirvana and was like, I found Nirvana. And it's just, you want to be Kurt Cobain, you want to be Dave Grohl, you want to be Chris Novoselic. So you just
me.
Yeah, he's the Chris in the band. But yeah, that's.
I'm not tall enough to be Chris though. He's like
So
6
you
foot
guys
something.
wanted nobody to be able to understand your lyrics?
Yeah.
Pretty much, yeah.
No one does.
Yeah, no,
No one does?
They ask us all the time, like, what was that song about?
Yeah, who's the singer in the band? Because Matt's drummer.
I sing and play guitar.
I sing and play bass terribly.
Matt's our drummer, but we switch it up. Like we all play everything, so we will have it where Ben will go on the drums and I'll go on bass and Matt will come on guitar, or any combination of the three, just to keep it fresh. And we all have very different styles when it comes to playing guitar or playing drums.
Yeah.
Where I think that Matt is the best guitar player out of all
I
of
don't
us.
think
He makes
so.
me feel like trash.
Yeah, he's hands down.
He
like,
can do the finger picking stuff. I can't do that.
yeah, just
Well, I've been playing guitar probably longer than both of you. Well, maybe not you.
yeah. I've
me
been
out.
playing guitar for like 11 years, but it still sounds like I've only been playing it for a year and a half.
I can't do the stuff you do though. It's just all about where you like put your time.
I've never
You
been
put your
that good
time
at
in good
guitar. I've
stuff.
always been better at bass. I think it's the lack of strings.
Yeah.
Yeah, it could be. 'Cause I somewhat did a little bit.
Yeah.
Bass guitar, so.
Yeah, Ben's a spectacular bass player. He was the first choice whenever when we were putting together the idea of the band. It was like when we thought like bass players, like, oh, Ben.
It was also because for your solo stuff, I was like basically your biggest fan when it came to that stuff.
Yeah, I did some solo stuff before, and like I had CDs I'd put out, and Ben was like my groupie. He was like, he loved it. He ate it up. Him and Bobby, and it was very flattering. And I knew he could play music, so I'm glad that we scooped him up. We robbed the cradle.
Me, him, and Bobby would always like. I think it was like twice we were in your dad's basement and we did a bunch of Nirvana covers.
You had to switch the drum set around because Bobby's left-handed. Yeah, that's where we all came from.
My dad was an Elvis impersonator, and so my brothers dabbled in it. I haven't touched it for a reason, because when you grow up listening to Elvis over and over again, you kind of get sick of it. So my mom showed me punk rock, basically, like the Ramones and the Sex Pistols, and then I found out about Nirvana through my stepdad because he had Nevermind and In Utero. So I listened to that, and I was just like, I was blown away. And basically, Nirvana changed me and made me the musician I am today.
So he's pretty much your inspiration?
It is my biggest inspiration.
Yeah.
Okay.
That and Cher.
I also wanted to be...
Why Cher of all
Because
things?
Cher is awesome. Like, that's why. Cher is underrated.
Bonnie Tyler. We're actually doing a Bonnie Tyler cover tonight.
No, Bette Midler.
Tonight?
Bette
Oh
Midler.
yeah, Bonnie Tyler, Bette Midler. Yeah.
Okay.
But
So that's if you're in the neighborhood, we're playing at North tonight.
It's $5 to get in.
That's right up the street for me.
Yeah, it's doors open at 6. The show starts at 7. There's us, Dragon Rock Rejects, which
that's my other band.
Ben is also a part of. It's spectacular.
2-man band.
Yeah,
I've been in 3 before. It's been no problem.
Yeah, I don't know how he juggles them. And then who else is playing? Nameless is playing, and what's the last band?
Trusting Obscurity.
Trusting Obscurity. I haven't heard them, so we're curious.
I can help you with that right after this.
Yeah?
Why? Because they messaged us randomly.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
I'm going in with an open mind. I'm hoping that it's going to be just an all rocking show because I know that Nameless and Dragon Rock Rejects are really good, and I think that we're okay. So
you don't think there's going to be?
We're the okayest band around.
Let's say your last or the one that you're open to, you'll like it.
Yeah.
After hearing 2 things already, you'll like it.
I'm excited to hear him then.
I have high hopes for it.
Do you think do you remember the teacher from the Twisted Sister video?
I
think he's gonna be there.
That would be really awesome if he made an appearance.
I just hope it's not like that. They're not gonna tell us to be quiet.
Yeah, I'm sorry guys, you're just too darn loud. I'm just really hoping that tonight there's just because it's in the gymnasium.
Yeah.
And I hope it's just not people sitting in the bleachers, just kind of like, what are these guys doing?
What is this noise that these people are playing?
Yeah, exactly.
And I'm pretty sure there's going to be old people and children.
Women and children first.
Everyone else.
And they're only used to the one side of the gym with the bleachers or both?
I'm pretty sure they're going to use just that one side.
Yeah,
because it'd be awkward because we'd have to play
be under the basketball.
We have to be under the basketball hoops.
Well, people
I don't know.
slam
We
dunking
could do a
over us.
Fugazi thing and be the singer of Fugazi, and he's just they're playing in a high school, and he just climbs up in the basketball hoop and lifts himself through it.
I never saw that.
You never saw that? That was
no,
really
that sounds
cool.
awesome. I love Fugazi.
Yeah, we're doing who's Bonnie Tyler?
Bonnie Tyler.
Bonnie Tyler / Bette Midler is going to be our closer tonight, and
it's the Rose.
It's the Rose. If they don't like us by the time we get to that song, they're really going to hate us by the end of that song because it's. I don't want to say it's an interpretation. I would say.
Yeah, it's
not a cover.
It kind of takes from Mudhoney's cover of it.
It's like doing all 3 covers at once. Yeah. We're doing the Bonnie Tyler, a little mix of Bette Midler, and it's really just going to be all the Mudhoney version.
Yeah.
And Mudhoney's a really good punk grunge band, so it's kind of dirty and heavy hitting. So it's gonna be interesting.
I'm gonna have to restrain myself from throwing my guitar at the end.
Yeah,
I don't want to damage the gym floor.
I seriously better wear some white-soled shoes. You don't want to get
and
black
no
marks
flames.
on.
No flames either.
I have to wear my baseball cleats. Just stomp around the stage.
Well, it is north, so it would be very easy to damage the
Did
flooring
everyone
there.
here go to
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, did you guys go to North?
Yes,
yeah.
I just
I'm sorry.
graduated in 2014. Yeah, I know. I feel
and I'm
terrible
back from
for that.
08.
Oh, wow. So you graduated a year ahead of me. I was 09.
Yeah.
Very, very cool.
Just think we were at the same school and didn't know one another back then.
That's right.
Small world.
It's such a tiny, tiny world. You didn't have to put up with Chobby, though, didn't you?
No.
Oh, man.
I was the last year of Beaumier.
See, I liked Beaumier. Beaumier was a cool guy, but...
Yeah, I had to put up with Chobby all 4 years.
Chobby did not like me. I'm a really likable, nice person, and she did not like me at all.
Everyone loves you, don't worry.
I know, that's the thing. Everyone loves me except for Chobby.
When I graduated where I did, and every single person that had to put up with her, each and every person says she ain't like me. We got into fights with her or something. It's each and every time someone talks about her, this is what happens in the conversation.
Yeah, I mean,
this must be stating something really well.
You know, she was nice to a point. You know, it was her first year there, and I was starting up a pretty controversial club, so I can see where, she was having some friction, but... the things we were trying to do, we were trying to help the school, and she didn't see it that way, or maybe she just felt that.
What club were you trying to open?
The Gay Straight Alliance. We were trying to end homophobia in the school. This is like right before all the big anti-bullying campaigns were coming out, and we were like, well, let's get a jump on this. Let's help end bullying. I guess she didn't think the school had a homophobia problem or a bullying problem, but that's not what I heard or saw in the hallway.
Germany didn't have a Nazi problem.
Yeah.
But I was laughing. I didn't want to make it seem like I was laughing at that, because I was actually laughing at the other instance that you got in trouble there, because I thought that's what you were talking about.
Oh, no, that was just the icing on the cake when I got suspended. I'm also...
there's no bullying problem at North.
No, not at all.
No, they're all friendly and whatnot. And I
That's why if you throw a punch at somebody, you get, arrested now.
Yeah, exactly. It's
no,
There's
bully
no fun
problem at all.
allowed.
They just got pigs out the wazoo.
I just find that if you don't go there, nothing bad will happen to you.
Yeah, exactly,
Exactly.
I haven't been made fun of or called a name in like 6 years. It's great. It's spectacular.
My best advice is graduate.
Graduate as quickly and
Just try to make it to your graduation.
Yeah.
I did not go.
You didn't go to your graduation?
No, I didn't. I didn't want to.
Another thing that chaps my behind about Chubby, I was co-class president for our senior year, so I wanted to give a speech at commencement. She would not let me. I think she was afraid I was going to get up there and say something damaging or whatnot, but I just wanted to thank everyone, because and the people in my class were really nice people. Everyone was fairly nice to me, so I wanted to say thanks, but they wouldn't let me, so it ruined my whole graduation ceremony. As soon as we got to take our caps off and put on my rainbow hat, because she hates this hat. She hated this hat with a passion. I've had this hat since sophomore year, and I'd wear it around, and she was like, "Take it off, take it off." I'm not taking it off tonight.
Yeah, I love.
You got your diploma, so she lost the thing.
Exactly.
I just love that at North they'd yell at you for hats. You take it off, and as soon as you got out of eye distance, you just put the hat back on.
I do that every day. I'll be in the hallway, or I'll be in the lunchroom, and a cop or Chavi or Hertrick will walk in. I'll be like,
maybe it's just a little bit refreshing.
Now see, Lions didn't care about that.
Lions was cool.
Lions was
cool.
amazing.
Yeah.
Is he still there?
Yeah, he's still there.
Yeah, he was nice, but I don't really have any bad experiences with Chavi. All I just remember is seeing her when I came in to pick up my diploma, and I shook her hand.
You covered in Vaseline.
Well, yeah.
My dad told me I should have done that.
I wanted to see what the school looks like, and I'm really excited because when I came in to get my diploma, they were just hammering, and they had chisels, and they were banging the lockers out of the wall, and there was clouds of concrete everywhere. It was just choking on the dust.
Choking.
Not so much shocked. Not so much shocked.
Yeah, not shocked at all that clouds.
You know the bad thing is I haven't been back there 3 years or 4.
Yeah, I haven't been back in a little while. I'm excited to go tonight. I kind of want to go early just so I can wander around the school and just kind of
see what happened.
Yeah, exactly. Kind of see what happened. Maybe
cause trouble.
No mischief, I swear. So probably listening
I've
now.
been in North once since the remodeling.
They remodeled it?
They remodeled it.
Oh,
It
yeah.
looks,
all the hallways have carpets now, and
the commons don't have those giant steel
garage
prison
doors.
Why do the hallways have carpet?
I don't know.
That makes very much, that makes a lot of sense.
So that way if someone pukes on the carpet, it just stays there forever.
Don't worry, they're squares.
Well, no, you think winter here. Winter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Carpets are going to get wet. They're going to get mold.
Mm-hmm.
They're going to wear out.
You're going to be covered in salt.
Why not just leave the tile?
Although
That's why I like to walk through the hallway with a bag of chips, crush them in my hand, and just blow them all over the floor. Or I'll walk with a bottle of water or something. I'll just lightly pour it on the ground.
And this is where my tax money went.
Yep.
Yeah,
oh,
right?
great.
Although I heard with the lockers that people aren't going to get different lockers. They're just going to get different codes or that. How are the lockers going to work now?
It's that guy.
Oh, was the guy that's supposed to interview us?
Yeah, it was the guy that was supposed to.
Oh, man, we're already rolling with a great interview, man. You're locked out. I'm
You're
sorry.
fired, Matt.
You got fired at the beginning of the show.
Fired.
He'll have to watch the beginning.
How's it going?
We're going to
Welcome to
go
the
back to the
interview.
beginning of this such thing. Or no, he could watch it later. He could watch the beginning of this.
Yeah.
And how he
You guys-
just
you
got
guys
canned
know
and
how the
fired.
lockers are gonna work out now, or
I don't know, because I have trouble getting into my locker anyway. Because, like, if I do it the exact way people do it. And then, like, I'll be like, someone help me open my locker. And one try, everyone else gets open. I take, like, 10 tries and I can't get it open.
I'm thankful I'm gone from that place.
yeah, I'm gone from there. Thank God.
I used my locker freshman year, and then I
Was
never
it?
used it again. I just carried everything around with me because I didn't want
You
to
were one of those kids that had like the huge backpacks that
That
weighed
was
50
me, dude.
pounds.
I rocked around with
Yeah,
like,
I
this
remember
this
that.
just giant turtle backpack.
Yeah, you just had the huge backpack with all your stuff.
Yeah, and like when I go into like the commons to sit down, I'd like put my backpack on the chair so I'd feel taller when I sat down.
Or you'd be like one of those people that just carries all their stuff in their arms.
Yeah.
So you
Also-
just see them walking through the halls like this with all their stuff on their arms.
Can I say hi to someone?
Yeah.
Go
Hi,
ahead.
Haley.
Hi, Haley.
Hello, everyone.
Hi, people listening.
You want
at
Like how
to
you
play
looked
one
like
of
you
your
actually thought
tracks?
there was someone
home?
there.
Sure.
Do you have a preference?
What do you
Wait,
got?
what'd you say?
What track do you want to play?
Off of the rough stuff?
Either or.
The Rush stuff or this one?
I'd like to play Perils off.
Yeah, let's do
Yeah,
track
Perils.
number 3 off of that one.
Okay.
Perils
let
of
me
Dance Halls.
Do that.
Straightforward love song. and it. What else? Harvey Milk. That's what else it's about.
Okay. And here we shall go.
Cold summer, take my hand. It's such a bummer, you're not my man. Hey, here we go again. Take me for a spin, Mr. Harlequin, when we all fall from the perils of these dance halls. Mr. Milk now is quiet. His last will, the one night riots. Hey, here we go again. Take me for a spin, Mr. Harlequin, when we all fall from the perils of these dance halls. The perils of dance hall. The perils of dance halls. Warm summer, you got my hand, and it's no wonder that you're my man. Hey, here we go again. Take me for a spin, Mr. Harlequin, when we all fall from the perils of these dance halls. The perils of dance hall. The perils of dance hall. The perils
go home, freshman.
And then they're seeking out sophomores.
Oh, I guess I don't need this. All right. So we back to the interview.
We're back on?
I'm here now, actually. So yeah. All right, guys. So
back on air.
Where were we at in the interview? Because I just got in here.
We got veered way off topic. We started off about the band, and then we started talking about high school, and then the lockers, and
then we just got to talking about how bad our high school was.
Maybe we should talk about the new thing.
Yeah. We've got
do you guys have anything new coming out?
Yeah, we've got a new album. I guess we're working on.
It's nearly full length.
Yeah, it's 10 songs. We haven't timed it out yet, but it's our follow up to our debut EP. Odd as a Cod, which you can get for $5.
Okay.
But yeah, it's called Rough Cuts Volume 1 through 4. It's all recorded live to tape, one take, no like overdubbing.
Which was
it took more than
somewhat
one take to record it.
Well, yeah, but
we recorded them in one take.
It was somewhat
actually one take.
Yeah.
It was somewhat frustrating.
Yeah.
Well, it was so easy in the living room, and then when we had to switch rooms halfway through, it was like we had to learn how to record it in that, and it was just mush.
Yeah, because it's such a compressed space.
Yeah. So what's your reason for like recording to tape rather than straight to digital?
Well, the first EP was digital, and we did it in the studio with our friend Richie Cadala. He's a spectacular producer. But we just want to kind of go in a different direction and get more of like how we would sound live.
Yeah.
And Matt came up with the idea to do it to tape, and he's a good producer in his own right.
Yeah. I had a 4-track cassette recorder because I always admired. I was always into like older music. I usually listened to stuff that was more like 70s, 60s, 80s, stuff like that. And I always admired like the sound that tape has to it. It's a little bit.
Yeah, tape has a unique sound.
Yeah, it's
very
like
raw.
warm and just it seems to capture something that's live better, at least for the budget.
Yeah.
Because any digital recorders we could use within our price range wouldn't really come up with a sound that I think we'd be happy with.
Yeah, definitely. I think tape is a good idea. All right, so when you guys planning on having this out?
I'd say probably within 2-3 weeks.
Yeah, we'll have it all mixed down, and we'll send it out to the company to get like legit CDs like these. And the turnaround for that's usually like a week. So yeah, I'd say a month at the very most. And we'll be giving those out for free. So
because they're just rough cuts.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna make you pay for that.
Yeah, and pretty soon we're not gonna make you pay for this one either. Just aside from tonight, I think tonight will be the last night where we sell the CDs because we're playing at the high school, and I think that we can get screaming teenage girls to pay $5 for our CDs.
Oh yeah.
Or we could get Bobby to sell another CD for a donut.
Yeah, we'll just sell the CDs for donuts. That works too.
Hey, donuts, some fried chicken.
Yeah. Oh, Popeyes though, not KFC.
Hey,
Bobby should be your marketing lead.
No, because then our entire intake will just be donuts.
Yeah, I'd appreciate that if I could start eating.
That's very
from
Homer
music.
Simpson of you guys.
Eat to play.
Eat to play,
yeah,
yes.
we will play for food.
But
it's like the cover of your CDs, just will play for food.
Yep.
I think the
We'll
idea.
have a giant banner behind us when we play live. We'll play for your food.
Yeah. But then they're gonna start throwing food at the stage, and then it's just
gonna be like the whole Foo Fighters thing where they're throwing Mentos at them.
Nice. Zach actually told me that he was gonna throw batteries at us.
Oh man.
Yeah, he's like, I'm gonna bring it.
I don't wanna get hit with that.
He's been saving up a bag of dead
I
batteries.
got freaked out at the shop when I saw a can like fly within 5 feet of me, and I was like, someone threw a bottle rocket on stage.
They shot a bottle rocket and it hit like right into the bass drum.
Yeah.
I thought it was gonna
I got really nervous when I saw it hit the rafters too. It was like, I'm like,
Yeah, that was scary. I thought the drum set was gonna blow up.
I don't want to have a great white incident.
Yeah, exactly.
Take my leg hair off.
So, what's the worst reaction you guys have ever gotten when you've gone to a like live venue and played for people?
Well, we've only played out a handful of times. I would say the Symposium.
The Symposium was just kind of like ouchy.
It was just like, oh.
They didn't get what we were trying to do. Like we had a.
Like we were just kind of background noise for them.
Also, which is kind of what I expected.
Mm-hmm.
But I just the biggest thing is our whole gimmick with the Nicolas Cage outfits.
No one understood that at all.
It just like as soon as we went on stage and you like explained it, it was just like crickets chirping.
Yeah, we lost
like nothing.
him. Yeah, we dressed up as Nicolas Cage characters for the show out in Lakewood, and I had this big mullet wig on, and before we started, I explained it, and just everyone's over by the bar, no one on the dance floor, and everyone's just kind of like,
What are
okay, what are you
talking
doing?
about?
What are you
Why aren't
doing?
they playing?
I thought you were supposed to be.
I'll give them credit though. They at least gave us an applause.
They gave
after
us
our
water.
song. They
Gave
gave
us water.
They gave us water and applause.
We hooked him at the end with the junker. Like, if you go back and watch the video, like, you can see people are starting to, like, walk up, like, okay, I can get this, even though they look like absolute fools. But, yeah, that was probably and it wasn't even a bad reaction. It was just, like, what
Or
the
it's
heck
just
are these
awkward.
guys? Yeah.
Yeah.
But we're great with awkwardness because we can plow right through it.
I mean, yeah, that's what separates a lot of artists from, you know, I mean, bands artists from a good artist from a great artist, because a great artist will perform for 4 people.
Yeah, exactly.
And perform they best. So
yeah,
they're best for 4 people or 40 people.
Yeah, exactly.
I've always played worse in front of like a lot of people, and then like best when like no one's around.
Well, for like play
Well, yeah,
for
that's-
yourself too.
Yeah.
That's
Because-
just coming from you guys are just starting out. I'm sure when you guys have played more and gotten more and more people, when you get bigger, you'd be more comfortable playing in front of more people.
Yeah.
I think tonight's gonna be like the most people will play.
Probably.
Yeah, tonight will be the most. And we're campaigning really hard to play at Cleveland Pride this year, the Pride Parade and Festival.
Yeah.
We tried last year, we couldn't get on. This year, I'd say there's like a 75% chance we're gonna get on it, which would be spectacular. It's always
Yeah.
been my dream is to play at Pride. So if guys listening, I can't remember his name, the guy that emailed me, Ben Gibbs, if you're listening, we're still all for it, man.
Ben Gibbs, you know, this is just a little nudge in your direction.
Yeah, this is for you.
Wink, wink,
Look
nudge,
out.
nudge, hint, hint.
Fatal stabbing to the eye with a cell phone.
Hope that package made it to you in the mail. If not, I don't have another one.
Okay, this is sounding like a different type of transaction now.
Yeah, wait a minute. I probably should have explained it. The press kit. Oh man, it's off the rails now.
All right,
Is that what they call it now?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. So who plays what instrument?
I play drums.
Mhm.
He plays bass.
I play bass and sing in falsetto.
I play guitar and sing and Tony Soprano.
Oh my god.
But yeah, like I was saying earlier, we mix it up because we all play all the instruments. So
Okay,
he can bounce to guitar, he can bounce to guitar, I can bounce to drums or bass.
Yeah, actually, on the new recording, on the first one, it's pretty straightforward with its lineup. But
Yeah.
on the new one, we kind of switched around and did some instrumentals that were just like improvisations we did on the spot.
Yeah.
So
I'm surprised because they came out pretty good.
Yeah, it came out.
Except for the one that I did, that wasn't really on the spot.
I thought it was good. I
Then
thought
when
it all
we
sounds good.
rehearsed that one a while,
Yeah.
but I mean, they were relatively spontaneous.
We tested out live like twice, and there was a good, decent response.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So, for your songs, how long does it typically take you guys to write the songs?
Well, we usually, occasionally jam on something, or one of us will come up with something, and then maybe month, year, 2, 3 years later, he comes up with lyrics for it.
I'm weird about lyrics. Like I'm very big on stories in music, so I try and incorporate as much story as I can. Or sometimes it's just like, all right, screw it, let's just throw spaghetti at the wall and see what sticks. But for a lot of the stuff, there's a lot of stories, a lot of reoccurring characters and whatnot.
Yeah, you want to have substance behind your words.
Yeah,
rather than
exactly.
Just put words on a paper.
Exactly. That way, so if
understand.
people read the lyrics, are like, oh, I can follow this, and it's cohesive and it makes sense. It's not
Right.
just, with the lights out, it's as dangerous.
Mumble, grunting, can't understand.
Random scream.
There's another question. Do you guys come up with the lyrics first, or do you make what the song's gonna sound like before you come up with the lyrics?
I think it usually happens, I think, sort of on different levels. Like, because we'll just eventually put two ideas together. You write all the lyrics, pretty much. You wrote a song, but we never really went through with it.
Yeah.
I can't write. I can't sing, so I'm not going to
So
write
you're
a
just
song.
stuck to being the silent member of the band?
Yeah.
He's our silent Bob.
I'll sometimes
So which
get
one
like
of you
a-
two is Jay?
Yeah, he's.
I have a foul mouth, so
I don't know where I'd fit in that.
you could be Scooby.
Scooby, okay. Can be Shaggy.
Yeah, you look more like Shaggy.
Yeah, you look more like Shaggy.
Zoinks,
Shraggy.
Shraggy.
Shraggy, there you go.
Yeah, for writing songs, usually it's like one idea will pop in my head, and I just write around that.
We usually stick to the same thing every now and then. Really, it's like Kurt Cobain said, music first, then lyrics.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It always worked better that way.
It's always easier that way because I've tried to write songs before.
Yeah,
and
my old band. Don't like to talk about it, but my old band.
What's the name of the old band?
Vagabond Squad.
I'm sorry, what was it?
The Vagabond Squad. Our singer would write lyrics, and we'd have to write around the lyrics, which was always just a big pain.
Okay, so that's more difficult
Yeah.
because if you have the rhythm of the song,
Yeah.
you can fit the lyrics better than
Yeah.
putting rhythm to the lyrics
And-
that you already have.
And like it wouldn't work very well because like he would like throw in mouthfuls, and you have like 2 seconds of breathing time between words.
Yeah.
He just kind of he did it to himself though, is the way he wrote the lyrics and the way he brought it forth.
Yeah, and then it will be harder on you guys because it's like, because what you guys are trying to do the music, he might have like
He
long
might have
sentences where it doesn't fit, so it's like he's got to refine
We've
his lyrics.
tabled
at
like
the
a
same
couple
time.
songs just because they wouldn't fit around his lyrics.
Yeah,
and that was pretty crappy.
And I'm sure when he's writing his lyrics, he would sometimes have a different thought of how the song would sound in his head as to what you guys wrote.
Yeah.
That's why it's always good to do the music first, because then you can just write about whatever. Like I just have this riff that I was working on, and I was like, well, I'll write this song about my cats. And if I try to write a song about my cats from just the thinking of like, oh, I'm going to write a song about my cats, it's not going to sound good at all. But if you just have a set piece and you're like, okay, this sounds really cool, what can I add onto it? Like, you add on whatever you want.
And it's really easy because like when you play like the guitar first and then come up with the lyrics, you can have like an easier idea of what the melody would be and what would go around with it.
Right.
To me, the visual analogy for it is like trying to write an essay on a paper that has no lines.
Oh, I like that.
It's like you're just
it's just all over the place.
It's all over the
There's no structure for it. It just has like no
but
skeleton.
I'm like that anyway when I write on a paper with lines. Like I can't keep a straight hand and like it'll end up going like sort of sideways, I guess.
You should probably see a doctor about that.
No, I just have like shaky Michael J. Fox hands.
Oh wow!
Sorry, Michael, if you're watching, we apologize.
Don't worry, you can go back to the future and change it.
I love Teen Wolf.
The thoughts and views expressed on this show may not be the thoughts and views of Lake Effect Radio. Okay?
That's right.
There you go, Mac.
I'm just
That's
reading
one of
the
those
script you
disclaimers.
gave me, man.
We need that disclaimer.
All right.
I love
All
Teen
right.
Wolf. You ever see Teen Wolf?
Teen Wolf was
No.
great. Do you ever see Teen Wolf 2?
No.
Oh my god, Jason Bateman. Jason Bateman.
We're
No,
not
Jason
talking about
Bateman.
Teen Wolf.
No.
Teen Wolf playing
Okay,
basketball.
so
like,
more about the band. Matt, do you have any questions for the
Well, there was
band?
this one time I was a wolf and I was a teenager, and I was apparently being a wolf makes you really good at basketball somehow. I never understood that
Oh,
part.
you guys can write a song about that. Write a
Yeah,
song
Teen
about
Wolf.
Teen Wolf.
That's that'll be our next
So
hit
do you think
single.
LeBron
Teen
James
Wolf.
is a wolf?
Yeah. We also we have themes for every one of our shows. Like we always try and have like a specific theme. Like
Except for this one. This one we kind of
we're
ill prepared for this one.
Yeah, we did Nicolas Cage characters. We did Summer Fun.
Summer Fun was
Fun was good. We had like
I had a blow up flamingo that I threw into the crowd too, and I rode all over.
Yeah, Ringo the Flamingo.
Ringo the Flamingo. His original name was Gerald, but Ringo sounded better.
And tonight it was supposed to be rainbow stuff. I mean, I can give one of you guys my hat. I've got my shirt.
You can't give both of us your hat though.
No, but I've got my suspenders too. So
we're kind of ill prepared for this.
Because I have the rose shirt.
He has a
which
rainbow on
works
his,
perfectly.
Yeah, you have a rainbow.
Yeah, you got.
You have a
the
rainbow?
Yeah. I
There you
can't
go.
wear this while we're playing though.
No,
You'll sweat.
Yeah, you'll be.
Yeah, definitely under those lights. So, what is the significance of the rainbow to you guys? Because I see you guys have a rainbow on the back of your CD too.
We're very big in supporting the LGBT community.
Mhm.
I'm gay. They're strong straight allies.
Okay.
Ever since high school, it was always something I was like, I want to. It should be an equal world for everybody. It doesn't matter who you love, who you are.
Mhm.
It's we're all people. We're all on this boat ride together. Let's make it easy
Yeah,
for
I
each
mean,
other.
I agree. Why?
I agree, yeah.
I don't know why people like to look at someone's views or what they're doing and find fault with that. It's
Yeah.
like it's you have your life to live.
Yeah,
you know?
if they're happy, let them
Yeah,
be happy.
exactly, you know?
Exactly.
Like, why should you care?
Yeah,
Also-
exactly.
So that's definitely a good look.
It's kind of like yeah. I like my train of thought.
He's like,
I had
yeah.
a good thing going, and then I realized it didn't really make sense to the situation.
On
Yeah,
a very
so-
childish level too. It's just rainbows are awesome.
Yeah,
Like, who
rainbows are
doesn't like
spectacular.
rainbows?
Yeah.
Rainbows are great.
They can brighten your day.
Exactly. I try and put rainbows on everything. Because then even if people are like,
Put a rainbow
oh,
on
is
the
that
face
is
of
that
life.
gay? Like, no, dude, it's a rainbow.
Rainbows are amazing.
Exactly. Double rainbows are even. Whew, don't even get me started on double rainbows. We're not gonna go there.
I actually saw one of those.
Yeah?
You actually
last
saw
year.
one?
Last year. Well, it was two.
What?
It was
But
two.
there was one, and then the other one was just very faint.
Man, it's a sign.
Shout out to the double rainbows.
That's right.
Remember
so
when that
we're-
was funny?
But yeah, we're playing tonight, so if anyone's listening, they want to come out, East Lake North at
Yeah.
6 o'clock. The doors open. Show starts at 7. Some other really great bands will be playing. There's
Is there a cover
concessions.
fee or
$5 to get in, which is not bad at all for seeing 4 bands.
And I guess we're gonna get like a little cut of the money or something.
Really?
Yeah.
Ooh.
This is
Like,
our
most
first
of-
paid gig, ladies
Most of
and
it's
gentlemen.
going to the music department, but I guess we're gonna get like a small cut. I
little
was
cut.
told. Like
Like they're gonna
like
cut a
fi-
$5 bill. in half.
$5.
How long is the event going to be? Because you said the show starts at 7. Is it going to like 10, 11?
I'd say like 9,
We
9:30.
each get like a half hour set.
Yeah. So we're gonna squeeze 6 songs into the half hour.
As long as we're in bed by 9.
Yeah, as long as we're in bed by 9. We have
Bright-eyed and bushy-tailed.
we're gonna play some originals, some new one. We have a new one off the current EP, one off the new album, and then 3 covers that will be pretty spectacular. We're really excited. We're hoping that people clap. That's all we care about. If they clap, we did our job.
yeah, there you go. Got to get that feedback right.
Yeah, exactly.
So how long you guys been together as a band?
With this lineup, it's probably been since August of last year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
So
like all together as a band, we've been together since like
February.
last
February of
February.
last year. Yeah, because the original intent with the band was we were gonna get together and we wanted to play Pride last year.
Yeah.
So I recruited our friend Nick Sear, who's the drummer on the EP. He's a drummer. He plays guitar in the Pizza Creeps now. If I'm
Yeah,
not
he
mistaken.
does. Yeah, someone else drums.
He's a cool guy. He recorded with us
Did
and
the cover.
What's it?
He did the cover as well.
The cover. Oh yeah. He helped out with the cover. Like I had a very rough idea of how this was gonna look, and he cleaned it up really, really nice and made it super spectacular. So thank you, Nick. But he was with us originally, and then he wanted to go off and do some other stuff with his other band, EPC, and the Pizza Creeps. So then Ben suggested Matt, and I'd never met Matt before, and I was really nervous because
he was like, other than Bobby, and I know I didn't even ask Bobby. I was like, I don't want to do it.
Yeah, but
I'm like, wow, shut up. And I didn't know any other drummers that were free, and I always knew Matt was a pretty good drummer, so.
And he's a really nice guy too. So
I got
a nice guy.
Yeah, like I was afraid like he could have been like a really great drummer, but if he was an a-hole, I wouldn't have been able to do it. I would have been like, oh man.
Sorry,
yeah,
man.
you gotta have chemistry to.
Exactly.
He's got the sarcastic a-hole sense.
Yeah, exactly, and I love that. We all gel spectacularly. We tried living together, but
We lived together for like a week.
The problem is
It was the
we
fact
never
that we didn't have food.
Well, we didn't get anything done.
it was dead
We
of
didn't get
winter.
anything done.
It
Yeah,
was
That's usually
so
what happens
cold.
in the bro house.
Yeah, exactly.
No food.
Bro
but,
house
you know.
stays in the bro
And
house.
I would stay up all night keeping him up.
It was
Yeah,
fun.
We'd make loud noises.
I'm a self-diagnosed narcoleptic, so we'd put on a movie,
And you'd
and
be asleep like
5 minutes, I'm out.
We should try it again during the summer and try
Yeah,
to actually
it'll
get something
definitely be
done.
easier.
Yeah,
Summer.
it'd be way easier.
Now, Ben, I know you've been in a couple bands. Have you guys been in multiple bands, or is this your first band that you guys have been in?
I was a drummer. In,
Sorry for interrupting, but how many bands have each of you been in?
Oh.
I've
Ben,
only been in one that played a show.
Oh, with Eddie.
I played a show with his brother. I was drumming in his band. It was just a 2-piece, and now I'm trying to start another one with my friend Alex where I play guitar, and it's another 2-piece. And that's it for me.
I was My first band I was in, we were in Wholesome Variety. I was the singer, but at the time I didn't. I mean, I still can't sing now, but even back then I would just yell into the microphone. And then I played bass for the Pizza Creeps. That's how I got to get friendly with our friend Nick. I played bass for them for a little while, and then did solo stuff, and then we got Mr. Fabulous and the Bad Boys together.
6 bands. I counted exactly 6
Wow.
bands. I was in my first band I was ever in. We played one show. That's why I count. That's why I actually count it. I only count bands that I played shows with.
Is that Sanctum?
Yeah, Sanctum. that was awful. That was when I barely knew how to play bass, and then I was in Minimal Concern for a little bit. We never played any shows, but we had some like serious.
You did an interview.
We did an interview. That was
Sort of like this.
No.
It was not nearly as professional at all. They were sitting in a storage unit.
We were in
someone recording on
the storage unit where we practiced, and there's a lady for support Cleveland metal scene, and she got a phone call in the middle of the interview, and she took it. And we were just like messing with her the whole time, and she's like, "All right, back to the interview." And Feeney was just like, "Oh, hang on, I got a phone call." And Bobby actually got a phone call during it too.
Yeah, that was the most
Did Bobby pick up the phone?
Bobby picked up the phone and walked out of the storage unit.
It's like an awkward hour-long interview.
Yeah,
and then you're sitting on a couch, and she's like hovering over you.
And then Mr. Fabulous. I'm going in order. It was Mr. Fabulous when we started, and then I started with Bobby, Sam, and James, the Vagabond Squad, which we played one show, and then we quit because
called it quits.
Early retirement.
We kicked out the singer because he was saying some really sexist, racist, homophobic stuff a lot. Like, and he tried to pass it off as he was not sexist.
He was
racist,
just
or
joking
homophobic.
around.
No, he like very like double-sided things. Like I can't think of anything specifically, but not that I want to.
Yeah, it was a very awkward situation.
Yeah.
He I don't know if he understood that you don't choose to be gay. That was one of the things that I kept seeing in his things. Was like, oh, this girl, she's such a harlot, and she just chooses to be gay and go be a lesbian and whatnot. I'm like, dude, you don't choose things like that, man. It's
So after that was well, also I was in this band for like a little bit of the time called the Bureaucrats. We played a few shows. It was awful. We were good. It's just the guitar player, Carlos Queso, whatever his name is. he was a D-bag. Like, and I wanted to quit, but then he tried to kick all of us out.
You can't quit, you're fired.
Yeah, he gave
leave.
He gave us that shtick, and like he wanted to keep Bobby though. He's just like, I'm gonna kick out Sam and Ben, but you can still stay, Bobby. And Bobby's like, no, because like their idea of fun was like getting drunk all the time, and like Bobby's straight edge, and me and Sam don't really want to do that all the time. So, and then there's the current band that I'm in is Dragon Rock Rejects. We're going to record somewhat of a EP-ish thing, like semi-professional EP this Saturday. We're also playing the show at North too. So, yes, 6 bands.
So Ben gets around a lot.
I get around a lot.
He gets around quite a bit.
Anything having to do with music, I just insert myself in somehow.
I mean, hey, you gotta chase your passions, right?
Yeah,
we should do a session on tape one day.
Yeah,
like even just one day.
We could do a split.
Yeah, that would be cool.
Split
called
single.
The Fabulous Rock Rejects.
There you go.
I like it.
Band merger.
That's right.
There you go.
Split EPs are always the best.
Coming together.
Exactly.
All right, so what would you say influences you guys' style? Because I mean, from what I'm seeing here and what I'm hearing, you guys are pretty abstract and original with you guys' stuff. So what would you say influenced you?
Aside from Nirvana being like a catalyst for all of us, we all have very different influences. I'm big into like the 90s rock of like Blind Melon, Jeff Buckley, and then even going back to like some of the glam rock bands like the Sensational Alex Harvey Band. Very big for me. Or Matt, he's got like John Fahey and the OCs.
I've always I always started out like I've always liked the '60s sort of garage stuff. I love the Who.
Yeah.
And just a lot of stuff like that's very '60s sound, but there's a lot of stuff I still like jazz and folk and a lot of other things they don't really show through our music.
Yeah.
But I mean,
I get it though. You listen to a lot of different styles. I mean, it's gonna kind of show within, you know what I'm saying, your music. It's not gonna show like directly, but it's gonna you know.
Yeah, you know, you throw 15 ingredients into a blender, you're not gonna taste the celery.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. There's something to be said. I mean, obviously, I think 90s rock.
Yeah, I think that shines through the most with our stuff. I think 70s rock too, though, because at least with the new album, it sounds very 70s. Like if you had that on vinyl, it would sound like, oh, this is an old 70s record. Okay.
For me, I've always jumped around a lot when it comes to this band. I listen to completely different music than my other band. For my other band, I listen to like a lot of punk, like Descendants, Potato Pirates, all that good stuff. And then for this band, I listen to a lot of like underground bands and like indie bands that like no one's really ever heard of, because it gives me like inspiration to come up with like more pretty stuff. Like, I know they're not really underground anymore, but like the first Arctic Monkeys album is probably like the best one, because their new stuff sucks. But like it was really influential. I've been listening to that album since I was like 8. And then through them I know about Jeff the Brotherhood, the OCs, Pavement. Pavement was like probably the biggest influence when it came to Arbitrary Things.
It shines through,
yeah, through that song, Arbitrary Things, which is really just a it's a instrumental, but like I listened to the whole Twilight Terror album, and it really it just I was like, I want to write a song that sounds like something like it would be off of here. So
it's one of the cool things about this band is we all kind of share music. Like before I met Matt, I'd never really listened to like Pavement or Modest Mouse or the OCs, and to be shown this music that's really good, and it's like, how did I not heard about this? And you can bond over stuff like that. And
it's because of Jesse that I'm such a big fan of Blind Melon and Jeff the Brotherhood.
Yeah, I try and push that stuff on people.
It's like, I know you like this stuff, but listen to this.
Yeah, exactly. We're gonna put this in the CD
right,
player.
You like that kind of genre here. Try this. Completely opposite, but you might like this one.
Give it a shot. You know, you never know.
I get around when it comes to music. Like I'll listen to pretty much anything, as long as I can enjoy it.
I think that's the general basis for all of us is we can just get down with just about any type of music.
Like I know Matt listens to De La Soul.
De La Soul?
Yeah.
I love De La Soul. De La Soul's great.
Mm-hmm.
Reminds me, I just found the CD De La Soul's Dead. I have to listen. I should have brought that.
I like Atmosphere. Atmosphere is a good rapper.
Classic, yeah. That's definitely cool that you guys, you know what I'm saying, have that open mind when it comes to music. Because a lot of people, you know, they'll just listen to what they listen to, and they don't really like broaden, because like, especially for this show, well, we have the interview today, but usually I'm all Caribbean music, reggae, that type of stuff.
I can get
you
down
know.
with reggae. I love reggae.
Yeah.
You know.
That's the thing is, I know people who just won't listen to hip hop. Like they won't give any hip hop a chance at all.
And it's a bummer because there's really really good hip hop out there.
Yeah. Beastie
It really
Boys.
is.
Beastie Boys.
Unfortunately, the good hip hop is overshadowed by
the bad hip hop.
Radio hip hop.
Yeah.
Which
is really just all sounds
all the
same.
mainstream.
That can happen to any genre, though. That's the thing is, I always hear metal take the blame for being redundant and hip hop, but it happens to every genre. You know, I think
everyone
there's
gets
sort of
stuck
always
in a
like
rut.
one artist or one band that overshadows everything, and like just kind of like perpetuates everything.
I mean, and then the thing with that people don't really understand is that the stuff you're hearing on the radio, these are singles. Like,
exactly.
They're not
made
full
for them to
albums.
for them to just kill you, and these are just for the hype. You know, when you listen to someone's actual album, that's when you get the actual sound. You know?
You know, you get the whole picture.
Right, like the radio could play one of the weakest songs from the album, But if you get the actual album, there might be like 5 or 6 songs that you actually enjoy.
Like Childish Gambino.
Oh,
I love Childish Gambino.
Nice.
A$AP Rock.
A$AP Rocky.
Yeah.
I've never listened to him. I really like the production style that I've heard on it.
Yeah,
I should get
What was
into
the
it.
one song my friend Richie showed me? It was like 5 to 9 or 9 to 5 Anthem or something like that. It's from like the early 90s. And it just blew my mind at how good this was. But just, yeah, I guess everything now just, at least on the radio, it just seems like it's just plagued by Nicki Minaj and
now Ludacris is rapping with Justin Bieber.
Well, you know,
he did that to begin with. He did that on Baby, didn't he?
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm talking about.
Oh, that's just yesterday's news, man.
You know,
he's also doing the Fast and Furious movies.
I don't know. I'll try to be optimistic about the radio because I don't want to bash stuff because I believe all music is absolutely, like, undeniably equal. Doesn't matter if it's an orchestra. It doesn't matter if it's like some dance pop single.
What if it's Queen or Nickelback?
Yeah, it doesn't. But it doesn't matter. You know, it's all we're all getting the same place. I mean, some people have different reasons for doing what they do,
Yeah.
but
That's very true. Yeah, I guess,
Yeah.
yeah, when you look at it like that, at the end of the day, it's
all music.
We're no different than the Beatles, I guess.
Don't pull an Oasis.
Yeah, exactly. I read an article yesterday. It was 101 things that make Liam Gallagher angry, or Noel Gallagher, Noel Gallagher.
Yeah.
And it's a legit list, like a really long page of just 101 things that just piss him off. And there's a lot of things that make that man mad.
Were we on the list?
No, Oasis was on the list though.
Oh,
His
wow.
own band.
Oasis makes him mad.
Yeah, Kurt Cobain was on there too. I remember.
Why?
You know the song "Live
Still
Forever"
Thunder.
by Oasis? He wrote that in response to Nirvana's "I Hate Myself and I Want to Die" because he heard that song and
I
he's
remember
like, he heard that and he was like,
yeah.
"That's rubbish. You're some big rich rock star. Why do you want to throw that out there?" And I guess he didn't get that it was a sarcastic joke.
It started off as a sarcastic joke.
Until Kurt Cobain did realize that he did hate himself and wanted to die.
Yeah.
I feel like that was a very influential song in a lot of ways, just because I remember hearing that song for the first time and I was blown away because I'd never heard anything like that expressed through music
Oh yeah.
beforehand.
I love Britpop. What's that other band? Damon Albarn's in.
Oh, Blur?
Blur. Yeah, Blur. I just watched a Watch Mojo list the other day of the top 10 Britpop bands, and everything on there was spectacular.
Franz Ferdinand.
Franz Ferdinand was not on there.
They're like...
I like Franz Ferdinand.
I like Franz Ferdinand too. It didn't really sink into me what they were doing until I heard it the second time. I'm like, oh, because it's like got a very post-punk vibe.
Mm-hmm.
It just like Interpol.
Were the Hives on there?
No, Hives weren't on there.
Are they even British?
Yeah, they're British. So are the Vines too.
It's hard to tell who's British anymore.
Yeah, I can't tell.
Everyone's British
anymore.
Yeah, although when the British bands sing, you can't tell that they're British because
Unless
they don't.
Unless they got
really-
like that thick Cockney accent,
Yeah,
and you can just
but like
hear
if
it.
they don't have a thick accent, when they sing, you would think that they're American.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
Well, I think
what
a lot
I've
of them-
realized too with a lot of the British bands is that, like, even from like way back, their voices are different though. Like their
Yeah.
tone of voice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like a lot of them do sing in an American accent because they're
Yeah.
doing a rhythm and blues thing, and it originated in America.
Yeah, it's so weird hearing Jake Bugg. He's a folk artist from England, and he tries so hard to sing blues with his British accent. And it's just weird because you're not used to hearing that, but the more and more you hear it, like, well, it's different, but I like it. I like it a lot.
I can get used to this.
Yeah, exactly.
That's
like, yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Like the Arctic Monkeys.
I always loved the Small Faces. They did an album called Ogden's Nut Gone Flake. I think there's a song. That one was in Grand Theft Auto, I think. It was an instrumental.
Oh, really?
And that whole album, like the other half of it is a concept album, and they just don't spare the British accents at all, and I like it. Just because it's so many British bands, you can't even tell.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's what
True,
makes you
very true.
beautiful.
That's what makes it beautiful.
So, what you guys goals for like the next year or 2 or 5? Like, what do you guys like see yourselves?
Short-term goal, we want to play Pride.
Yeah.
That's,
Yeah,
that's,
well-
that's definitely in the foreseeable future of like where we want to get to. After that, I mean, it's really just to play out. Really.
I've always wanted to just like sort of circulate and do a lot of different shows, and I've also wanted to do maybe a new like an overdubbed album.
Yeah.
On the on tape that would be.
Oh yeah.
Maybe open up our
Yeah.
experimental.
Our Pandora's
side,
box.
I guess. Yeah.
I've always wanted to do the whole touring in a van thing. That's always been my thing.
Yeah.
That's why I wanted to get a hearse, because you can tour in a hearse, put all the van gear back there, and then no one's gonna.
We should. That'd be amazing.
What cop is gonna pull over a hearse on the highway? Really?
we can break the lock on that casket.
Yeah, and
put our gear in there.
Yeah, we saw this ad for a hearse on Craigslist. It came fully loaded, like custom paint job, and it had a casket in the back of it. And the guy's like, I don't know what's in the casket because it's locked, but I'm pretty sure it's not a body. So I was like, man, do I want to shell out the $8,000 and get this hearse in this mystery casket? What if there's like gold in there? Jimmy Hoffa.
That's where he is.
Yeah, I think touring would definitely be a goal of ours, because I think our live shows are really energetic, to where, you know, like you can listen to the CD, the old one, or the new one when it comes out. The new one will have a much closer feel to what we sound like live, but I've just been told by a bunch of different people that we just give off an energy about us when we play live, and our charming personalities shine through.
I mean, I could tell that you guys have that chemistry to where you get on stage, it's like, all right, boom, let's, you know, we already know what we're going to do, let's do this, you know. And you guys get along very good, so that definitely helps with the process, I bet.
Yeah, it's,
I didn't know you guys were that close.
Hey, we all slept on the floor together, so.
Yeah, when we lived at his house, we all slept on the living room floor.
Matt, I went to high school with Ben. This is nowhere near out of the normal for him.
I'm a very affectionate straight man.
Yes, he is. Very.
You said that very like you're very sure, Nick. I hope he at least bought you dinner first.
Yeah, exactly.
I always wine and dine. It's just common courtesy.
Nice. I threw a rotten apple at Ben last week, and it cost me Taco Bell. Like,
that was so mean.
I was so impulsive. Like I have 5 brothers and 2 sisters, so I'm used to just messing with people all the time.
The wrong day to throw a rotten apple.
I didn't realize he was having a really bad day. I didn't know this, and we were leaving, and I saw a rotten apple on the floor or on the ground. I just picked it up, I chucked it at him, and I was hoping it wasn't going to hit him, but it hit him, and it kind of splattered everywhere.
Was that the day we recorded?
Yeah.
I didn't know you were having a bad day.
Neither did I. He didn't tell us.
I'm sorry, sweetie.
I was having a good day, except for the beginning, because at the beginning of the day, my girlfriend just dumped me. I don't know.
See, had he told me this, I wouldn't have thrown the apple at him.
That's a recipe for a bad day.
Yeah,
like,
wake up. And I was like, I'm having a pretty good day. I can do this. And then he throws a friggin' rotten apple at me, and I'm like, I hate life.
But then I bought him Taco Bell, and everything was okay.
Yeah. I've learned that you not bringing your personal problems into the band.
Yeah.
I told him he should have told us. I would have felt much better. Like
I didn't want to bring it up and ruin the vibe.
We could have talked about it and cried together.
We already cried together once.
That's how you know you made it in a band, if you can bond and cry in front of each other. That's
or confess secret drug problems.
What do you think this is?
That's what happened with Sam. Estate? Sam confessed his secret drug problems.
I thought you were about to say, like, because I was like, I never confessed any secret drug. I don't have any secret drug problems.
It's not exactly a secret.
Well, it wouldn't be secret.
Well, yeah, exactly. I wouldn't be wearing short sleeves if I was like a junkie or something. It's like, yeah, maybe that's why we write. A good chunk of our songs are drug party songs. Maybe maybe it's subconscious. I don't know.
It could be. Your mind's trying to tell you something.
Yeah. No. I'm just a creative person.
The way America
Stephen King can write about murderers and not be a murderer. I can write about drug addicts and not be a drug addict.
Yeah.
I never thought about that way, because I've always tried to steer clear of writing about anything I didn't know about. But then I'm thinking, like,
you can totally
Edgar Allan Poe didn't steal someone behind a wall, or
you know, it's all about, you know, it's imagination.
You got to put yourself in the situation in your mind.
Yeah, exactly.
That's what it is.
And then it's a lot of fun.
I mean, this is America. I'm sure you guys probably all know someone that, you know, like, hey, tell me your experience. You know?
Oh yeah. I mean, if I knew my dad wasn't listening or watching, I'd give you stories on stories on stories. But I don't do drugs or drink. Dad.
Because that's
Just want to put that out there, Dad.
'Cause that's
he
wrong.
doesn't smoke or drink. He's a good boy.
We go to church every Sunday. We pray for our souls, and we go home and eat some cookies and milk.
I like going to church on Christmas.
I've never.
I love going midnight mass.
Well, I used to go to Catholic school until 2nd grade.
Oh, so you got your fill of it then?
Well, my parents never continued it after that. I guess they were just doing it for the education, maybe. They felt like it'd be a better experience, but then we couldn't afford it anymore.
My dad always made me go to this, like, after-school, like, church thing where I could learn more about the Bible. And learn more about Jesus.
Like a youth group?
Yeah. Kind of. It was called, like, PSR. It was awful. I hated it so much.
Well, it really bugs me because there's so many, all the organized religious gatherings and things I've been have done nothing but turn me off to it.
Yeah.
And it just, I think there's valid things to be said, whether or not you believe or not, that everyone could gather from the Bible or as a whole, and they just don't show that.
No.
They all just...
I mean, the church.
I think they...
The church I went to was really good. I was surprised. It's an Episcopalian church, I think. But I used to go there every Sunday with my parents, but then I just started going for midnight mass, and it was very welcoming and inviting, warm people, very nice. But you just hear other things from other places, and that's what kind of turned me off of it. And it's just I like the stories and everything.
Just don't read Leviticus.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Their whole thing was if, like, the woman is on her period and, like, you need to get, like, she needs to repent for it, she has to give, like, the mayor of the town, like, 10 turtles.
Yeah, like, that's the thing that always gets me when people, like, when they condemn me for being gay, they're always like, well, Leviticus says if man lies with another man, he's an abomination. It's like, well, Leviticus also says you're not supposed to get your hair cut, you're not supposed to wear mixed fabrics, you're not supposed to sell real estate, you're not supposed to eat shellfish. There's a bunch of other things in there that
They never said it was an abomination. They said if a man lies with another man, he is put to death.
No, he should be stoned.
Yeah.
So then when I lay with another man, I just go and get really high on pot, and then I'm
Like
following
Bam.
the word. Yeah, exactly. I'm following the word of God better than you.
Leviticus.
Yeah. That's awful.
Apologize.
I'm sorry.
It's all about interpretation, right?
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. You know.
Stoned, okay, all right. I can do that.
Exactly.
I can dig it.
The English language.
Yeah.
Right, nice. So what influenced the name Mr. Fabulous and the Bad Boys?
I was Mr. Fabulous before on my solo career. I was given that moniker by a man by the name of Banjo Frank, who I used to play open mic nights with. Some nights it would just be he and I playing for the cashier. So he would do his thing, and then he'd introduce me and be like, next up, Mr. Fabulous, Jesse James. And I just kind of stuck. So we stuck with Mr. Fabulous. The Bad Boys came about through our first drummer, Nick. He came up with the idea of Dr. J and the Bad Boys. And then we just switched out to Mr. Fabulous and the Bad Boys.
It's just kind of worked for
Yeah.
this time being.
You would have got a lawsuit from Julius Irving anyway.
Yeah. Yeah. I still... Girlies would have been a really close second name.
I feel like there's a band named the Girlies.
But no, not the Girlies, just Girlies. Gurly''. It was the name of a bar my dad used to go to back in the day. Even when they tore the bar down, he grabbed a brick from the rubble. He's still got it in his basement. It says Girlies on it. So I was like, that would be an awesome name for a band.
Hey, you won't have to worry about getting sued because that bar is no longer up.
Exactly. It's like Girlies, never heard of it. Heard of the band.
We're going to come out with a bar called Mr. Fabulous and the Bad Boys. The cool thing about the Foundry, though, is if you play there, and, like, you're one of, like, the top bands that play there that night, they name, like items of food after you. Because, like, my band, the Bureaucrats, played there, and we had a sandwich called the Bureaucrat. It was really cool. And
that would be really awesome.
It had, like, a bunch of, like, jalapenos and stuff on it. It sounded really good.
Wait, that was at the Foundry?
Yeah, the Foundry.
Oh, I didn't know. I thought you played it now that's class.
No, I played it at the
For
Foundry.
your guys' name, I know that you had one of the rough drafts was Dr. J and the Bad Boys. Did you guys go through any other, like, rough drafts for your names, or was it just Dr. J and the Bad Boys. No, Mr. Fabulous and the Bad Boys, and just rolled with it? Or were there more names that you thought of before you came up with your current one?
Please Us Jesus was one of the early ones. Girlies, and then no other names. Dr. J and the Bad Boys, and then the Fabulous Dr. J and the Bad Boys. And then it was just like, well, no, it's just...
We're not really good with names, I don't think.
No.
'Cause I've actually been in... Bandaman now doesn't have a name. When I played with Ed...
Didn't have a name.
We just played, and he never even said, "Hi, I'm Ed." Like, we're a band. We just started playing. They don't even have a name. That was quite a night. That was the only other show I've ever played besides a show with you guys.
I have had too many stupid band names that I've been in. Sanctum, Vagabond Squad. That's really about it.
I still like the first band I was ever in. We were gonna be called Loot the Library, and I always thought that would be an awesome band name. I still to this day think that would be a great band name or an album name or something like that. But no one ever seems to agree with me.
Mr. Fabulous and the Bad Boys, Loot the Library, in store soon.
Exactly, yeah. Because then people are like, "Why are you looting the library?" Like, why wouldn't you loot the library? Right. That's the last place people think of.
They have DVDs there.
Books and DVDs. That's right.
Books, DVDs, CDs. Library's great.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Support your local library.
Do you have an advertising deal with the library?
I do. Me and no, why would I? No, they would hate me because I'm telling people to loot the library. Just go in there and start stuffing your shirt.
Stuffing books down.
Yeah.
When you hear the alarm, just keep going.
Sorry, library.
People walking out with handfuls of just Bibles and Korans.
Lion Witch in the Wardrobe.
I used to get my religious stuff from the library when I was trying to find religion. I got Mormonism for dummies, and I tried to find all this different stuff, and it just didn't work. Buddhism was probably the closest one I got to finding a good religion.
It's because it's not really a religion in a way. It's just kind of like a way of living.
It's very philosophical.
Yeah, he's not like Buddha. Buddha doesn't think he's higher than everyone. He's just an advice giver.
Yeah, you just have to be too nice and.
You're not very nice.
I no, I'm not.
You have very backhanded comments now and then.
Throw rotten apples at people.
that was about the meanest thing I've done all year so far is throwing a rotten apple. And I kicked Evan out of the apartment.
You threw it in my car too.
You kicked Evan out of the apartment?
Well, not really. I was grumpy yesterday when I got off work and he was there playing my new WWE game, and I was just like, I kind of want me time. Can you go in the living room? Or can you leave?
He was sleeping on your couch for a while too.
He was. He wanted to couch surf for a little while. He needed help. I was fine with helping him out, but
eventually you weren't.
Well, it comes a point in time when you can lead a horse to water, but if he's not drinking, you shoot the horse.
Yeah.
Is that how that goes?
I shot the horse.
No horses were harmed during the course of this interview.
We've never shot a horse.
Yeah, we've never shot horses.
Wow, we've had to throw out a lot of disclaimers this interview. I don't know if that's such a good thing.
We're a very disclaimer kind of band.
That's going to be a common theme, I guess, between all of our
They
interviews.
live their life on the edge.
Yeah.
That could be a title for one of your CDs.
We could change our name.
Disclaimer.
The disclaimers.
We could be called the Proclaimers. Oh, wait.
I would be 500 miles. That song is great. You can listen to it on a loop for hours.
Oh,
You'll get sick of it for 2 times, and then you're like, it comes around again.
Did Nelson tell you the one time we were listening to a 5-hour loop of one lyric from a Chip the Ripper song?
I remember someone telling me about that. Yeah,
that was quite. I just had no idea. It became like white noise.
It was just Chip the Ripper in the background for 5 hours.
I did the same thing with that. Bobby sent me this link to this 10-hour thing of it's just. It's the song you ever hear that song is smoke weed every day.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that's the end of the next episode with Dr. Dre.
Yeah. And
it's just that. Oh, just that for on a loop
for 10 hours.
Smoke weed every day.
I think there was someone who made a 10-hour of just one bass drop from a Skrillex song.
It's just
I remember just turning that on Zach's computer and just walking away.
I hope someone makes a 10-hour loop of one of our songs, or just a chunk of one of our songs.
How do you even loop something for 10 hours? I don't know how they do it.
You have
I don't know. I mean,
Windows
there's people
Movie
that have
Maker.
looped Neon Cat for 100 hours. So
100 hours.
yes, if you go on YouTube, there's actually a 100-hour version.
How many days is
of
100 hours?
How long does it take to upload?
I don't know.
My computer could hardly handle a 2-minute video.
Yeah. Right?
Well, 3 days is 72 hours.
Yeah, so you're looking just about 4 days.
About maybe 4.5.
My math serves me correctly.
Oh my God.
Wow. That's...
We should start
Yeah, a
using
little over
loops.
4 days.
I
It'll
like
take a little over
loops.
4 days to make that.
I've always wanted a loop station.
I almost
Never-
bought a keyboard the other day.
Well,
Thought that would be a nice addition to our sound, but...
I have a keyboard.
Yeah, he
What
has
do
a
you mean? I have a
keyboard.
synthesizer.
Oh, it's a good thing I didn't buy
It
it.
could be
then.
Geddy Lee.
Well, I was saying, I've
I have
always
the
thought
nose
about,
for it. I can just push the microphone.
I've always thought about trying to get you, like, if, you know, you could sort of have both of them set up.
I could. I've
And
seen
then-
Jack White do that, where he
Yeah.
plays guitar and he does the keyboard, plays the guitar, does the keyboard. I could try it. I mean, I don't know how to play keyboard, but...
You figure it out.
Yeah, it's just easy.
It's that easy. Just,
Yeah.
just keyboard.
Yeah.
It's just,
If we're playing...
Geddy Lee can do it. You can do it.
We're playing sonatas in no time.
Not it.
Frank Sinatra in no time.
Have you guys ever done any like crossover stuff, like rock hip hop song or like mix the styles, kind of?
We can cover a Limp Bizkit song.
Not with us. No.
Not with us. Ben and I have been just spitballing the idea of doing Clint Eastwood by the Gorillaz as a cover song, and
Okay.
have Ben do the rapping portion.
Because I've been listening to that song since like 6th grade, so I like know all the words by heart.
I tried to make some like really thin, crappy hip hop tracks for Zach to rap over, but
Yeah.
it didn't really work out that well. I couldn't build them that well.
I can't write rhymes like that. Like I tried writing a rap line, like or like a song.
Like a rap verse.
Yeah, and it didn't, like, I got the first part and I was like, oh, that's really good, and then it just fell apart
Yeah,
after
the
that.
second part, it's how do I write?
Yeah, exactly.
It's
Like,
definitely a different process.
it is, yeah, because like I got that first line, it just popped in my head, like, oh, that's good, and then
Right as
I don't know where to go from here.
But the good thing about rap is sometimes you can just make up words.
Freestyle.
you can make do it with
Yeah.
anything. Like the end of the Junkers, be just going nuts and Abu Dee. I even typed that in when Eddie asked me for the lyrics to the Junker. I typed in Abu Da Ba Dee Boo Doo Da.
But I don't know if we venture, and I'm not skilled enough at any instrument to play jazz, at least drum wise.
Someone told me that Fleabag Friends sounded jazzy. The
How's that
guitar,
jazzy?
Yeah, they told me the guitar, the picking sounded ska/jazzy, and I was like, I don't see jazz.
I've always seen it more as a ska song the way we do it.
Yeah, it's a ska-based song, but I didn't get the jazz.
Yeah.
No,
I
there was no jazz.
Anyway.
None of that jazz.
You know that jazz. I'm a big Chicago fan. I love that movie.
You love Chicago?
I love Chicago.
The
It's a good
original
movie.
one or the Richard Gere one?
The Richard Gere one. I never saw the original one. I
There
only
was
saw
there
that
an
one.
original one? I don't know. These remakes,
I
it
know,
gets hard to
Queen
keep
Latifah.
track.
I thought you were talking about the band.
Oh, from what is
Chicago.
Chicago?
it? What was the name of that one song? It has a really confusing name.
Oh, I don't
It's
know.
like from something to 7. I don't know.
Oh, it's gonna bug you now.
It is. I'll look it up. I'll look it up later.
Alright, so I know you guys said you guys really want to go on tour and stuff like that, but what would like define success for you guys? Like, what's the ideal like position for the band? Like getting signed,
Being able
selling
to
a lot of
play
records?
music and not have to have a job. Like if I was able to play music and not do a regular day job, I'd consider
I can
myself a
relate to that,
success.
To me, basically, if someone printed a record of mine that I didn't fund and I actually had like a vinyl of something that I played on, I
Yeah.
don't care if I even made money off of it. That would, to me, would be enough of a success.
Mine's just being able to live comfortably and like so I'm not bored during the day, have like a part-time job at the same time too.
Yeah.
So just basically being able to do what you love.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Des Cadena, from Black Flag.
Yeah, Black Flag.
You said living off of your music is just a tad overrated. Like having a day job kind of keeps you honest.
Yeah.
If you do what you love, you won't work a day in your life.
That's right.
Exactly.
Very true.
It's exactly
Like,
right.
my other band, Bureaucrats, that I played in, we played a show with Gangrene, and the dude had to be back like in time because he was working the next day, and he lives in Boston.
Oh,
so,
God bless him, man. That's
and Gangrene's been around since like early '80s too, so he's been doing it a long time.
You think your work would let us go on tour? Because I think mine would if I gave him enough notice, like months notice.
We'd have to find someone to cover for me. Like we're working on training somebody now, but I don't know, man. It just depends on how long of a tour. Like we're going
like
on
2 weeks.
I think we might be able to swing that. You know.
Here's a question. What do you guys do for your day jobs besides play in the band?
Ben, what do you do?
Okay,
that's what I thought.
Yeah.
I work at buybacks.
I work at a pawn shop.
I'm
currently in between jobs.
Tendering.
Between the no job and the first job.
Yeah. I'm in between applications.
But see, I like that he works at a record shop because it's like very stereotypical of a band. Like, well, not really a record shop.
They don't sell records.
You sell
CDs.
That's
movies.
Close enough.
Very big into movies, I found out working there.
Yeah.
With the buybacks right up there on Menor Avenue.
Yeah. I love that job.
Don't let them know that.
Hello, buybacks, if anyone's listening.
Yeah.
If this store is listening.
Yeah, my manager might be watching too. Like Ameripawn in Painesville, if you want to pawn some stuff, that's the place to go.
Oh yeah, buybacks. Shameless plugging.
Yeah, shameless plugging with.
Like, come to our jobs.
Yeah, exactly. Come see us on our day jobs, except we're not there today because we're here.
We're rocking.
Go.
Yeah, we're rocking and rolling tonight.
Go see 2 of the 3 band members at their day jobs.
Yeah, exactly.
You just find the other one walking around Lake Shore.
You can find him on the streets.
Did you break that bike I gave you?
Dude, I told you. What happened? It's the chain. I was riding uphill one time and it just went.
Did it pop? Like
the chain came off and flew into the woods.
All right, that's different.
It's gone.
This is after he put a giant scratch in my mom's car.
Still has. Now they're gonna know. Now they're gonna know.
He put like this tiny scratch in the back of my mom's car, and he was freaking out about it for the longest time. My mom's a terrible driver. She put a big scratch in the side of her car, like this big, recently. So I told him, I was like, "You worried about the scratch? Well, that's what my mom did. So you don't have to worry." But she might
now
be watching.
she's gonna catch him.
Yeah.
She's gonna look at the big scratch that she made. She's like, "Your friend Ben did that."
Thanks a lot, Jesse.
Your
parents are gonna hate me.
Just sold you out, right?
Sold me out for $5,000. How dare you?
That's why.
5,000. I could buy 5 of my cars for that much money, man. I wish I had that much money.
We could just buy one car that works.
I could buy.
I wish I had
5 cars that don't work.
What?
I wish I had $5. I wish I had 5 cents. I don't know. You can't even.
I
buy
might have
anything
5 cents on me. Hold on.
Yeah, I've got change on me.
No, I don't have it.
Oh, this is turning into a PBS
Let's
telethon.
Let's all just throw change and bend.
Yeah. Just making it hail.
It's like those ASPCA commercials.
Do you want to see a bass player starve? No, you don't.
Quick, somebody play In the Arms of an Angel in the background.
Exactly.
You can find him at Bobby's house.
Sarah
send all donations.
I'm gonna be sitting on the lap of Sarah McLaughlin.
I posted on Facebook about the food drive at North, and I think I tagged you too. I was like, donate food because it's a food drive. It's be community. And Bobby's like, Ben doesn't have food. I was like, oh, that's sad. We should be donating food to Ben.
That's what Mr. Peterlin does. He'll buy me lunch once in a while.
I like Mr. Peterlin.
He's a cool guy. Yeah, you should have sold some of your CDs.
Bobby sold one for a donut.
You have all these CDs to sell. You should be.
I told him, I gave him a handful. I was like, make some lunch money.
Get
some donuts.
The dough,
Yeah,
promotion,
get
marketing,
dough. Get dough.
I got donuts.
Like I said, just have Bobby market for your guys' band.
This isn't a test, is it?
What?
Is this a test pressing?
No, that's one of the copies that just came in the mail.
It's legit, yeah.
Noise.
Yeah.
Legit.
It's too legit. Too legit to quit.
Did you jest?
I did, just.
Jester.
People who've seen Hot Rod will get that joke, though.
I've seen Hot Rod and I didn't get that joke.
I remember that part. That's the only part I remember from Hot Rod.
I was legit.
It was.
It was too legit. was too legit to quit.
Stupid movie.
I'm not legit. Therefore, I must quit.
It rivals Marlon Brando's line from On the Waterfront. Could have been a contender.
Could have been the contender.
But I ate his children too.
So are we going to end up on your wall of CDs here?
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah. You leaving a CD?
Yeah, we'll leave that one. We got another one too. If one of you guys wants to take one for your personal collection, or if you want to use it for skeet shooting, I don't care. Go ahead.
Frisbee.
Yeah.
We'll make some vinyls so you can play frisbee.
Oh, there's Mudhoney.
Mudhoney, yeah. See, yeah, we're covering kind of them.
You don't
tonight.
mind?
Oh, that was a good album too. Tomorrow Head Today. I like that one.
Yeah, we have some interesting.
Is that like the local music up there too?
I think it's local music as also with like bigger music.
Yeah.
Because I know there's a Real Big Fish album up there.
Ooh, I see Sonic Youth.
Yeah, I see
There's a lot of REM.
Black Keys.
Yeah, there's a Real Big
Fish album up there.
Really? I love Real Big Fish.
Huh. You guys have a cool
yeah, it's in the second to last row. Like somewhere near the middle.
Oh, the Modern Electric. I know someone whose cousin is in that
Yeah,
band.
so we'll let you guys pick your spot.
Oh, yeah.
Go ahead, pick your spot for the station.
You can slide the new one in.
Oh,
in
yeah.
Pick a spot, any spot.
Go ahead,
Whatever.
man. I'll let you pick the spot. You can find anywhere.
Anywhere you find room.
Anywhere I find room.
It's all alphabetized, but anywhere.
Put us right by Sonic Youth.
I want to put it near Chumbawamba.
I wish the basics were up there.
Be careful, you might get knocked down, but then you can get up again.
I'm not sure where to put it.
They got space over here.
There's plenty of space over here.
Over yonder.
Alright.
See, we're officially on the
Right
wall.
on.
We have made it as a band now.
You guys have
If
made
you can't
it.
get it in there.
You guys have made it as a band. Your CD is on the wall of Lake Effect Radio.
We can put it up here. Yeah. Right next to the Party Hits Volume 10. There you go. There you go.
We can be Party Hits Volume 2.
There you go, guys. You are
There you
now
go.
on the CD
You're on the
wall
wall
for Lake
now.
Effect Radio.
We're moving up in the world.
Our day is complete. We don't even need to play a show tonight, guys.
Yeah.
Let's go out back.
Matt, should we try to get
Let's get to the
a
Outback.
picture of them to put on the wall for local bands that have been up here?
Yeah, we should.
Oh, we'd love to.
Yeah, we should
That
get a
would be great.
picture
I
of
wish
you
Jeremiah
guys
told him to bring one.
Yeah, we would have.
room for you guys.
We should have brought our picture of us in dresses, but
Yeah. That's probably our best pictures too.
I like that. Except Matt looks just like he's like.
Weren't you, like,
I
really
don't
sick
want to
that
be
night,
here.
too?
Oh, I felt terrible that night. I was about to pass out.
Yeah.
The last show we played, I was fine, but like I drank so much Rockstar, I felt like I was gonna puke.
I broke my rule last show of not drinking after random strangers. Like we got like 3 songs in, and I was just so cottonmouth. There's a guy that I didn't know, just standing there, and he has a beer, and he's like, "Can I have a sip of your beer?" And I sipped, and I was like, "Ugh, I hope I don't have venereal disease now." He didn't look too clean.
It's not herpes if it's everywhere.
Yeah, exactly. I figure when I sing out anyways, I'm always on the microphone anyways, so if
Yeah.
I'm going to get something from a fellow musician, I would have gotten it by now. I hope.
I'm surprised
I
you're.
hope.
Let's hope there's no surprises down the road.
I'm kind
awkward
of
phone
surprised
calls.
because you were in a band with Walton, and he likes to like swallow the microphone.
I had my own mic though. I had my own mic
That's
for when
true.
I sang backup. I'm really curious to see them play. I'm really
Me
excited
too.
to see them play. I'm happy that Nick finally gets to play guitar because I know he's always wanted to do
Yeah.
that. He never wanted to be a drummer. He just couldn't find anyone that was suitable enough to play guitar. So yeah, the Pizza Creeps, they'll be playing next week at the shop along with the Basics, the Bakers, and Savant Prison. It's next Saturday for all you listeners out there.
Yeah, if you guys want to take a picture and send it in, go ahead.
Yeah.
On that same day, Dragon Rod Rejects will be playing Pickle Fest.
Oh, that's right. Pickle Fest is going on too. The Pizza Creeps will be playing there.
Where is Pickle Fest?
Pickle Fest is somewhere in Paynesville. It's at Pickle's house.
You know what I think we need to do? We need to get permission from the city so we can play a lawn show. I want to play a show in my backyard.
I want to play a show on your roof.
Oh, we can't do that though. I
We
don't
can play a
have
show on
roof.
Bobby's
Yeah, that's
roof.
right. Yeah. Yeah, Bobby's. Let's play in your front yard.
Yeah.
I do a show in your front yard.
I don't think. I think it'd probably.
Just get a permit. Who cares
Can
where
we?
we play? Yeah.
Dude, we could play on
Let's
the
definitely
beach.
look into that.
Let's play on the beach.
Play on the beach.
Did you ever see that OC's thing it was called The Hounds of Foggy Notion, where they just played on like the side of the interstate.
Really?
And like in the woods and all
That's
these
awesome.
cool places.
There's a Moon Hooch video. It's the 2 saxophones and the drummer, and they're playing in the middle of this cow pasture, and then there's just like this whole herd of cows stampeding behind them. It's pretty cool. Like the wind's blowing his cymbals everywhere.
It'll be like that one scene from Help.
Yeah,
where,
exactly.
Where we're playing like right on the middle. We have army guys surrounding us.
That would be awesome.
Great movie.
Oh yeah,
It was a fantastic movie. That's my childhood right there.
Yeah, we're big movie aficionados in this band. So
I have way too many movies.
I mean, you get a lot of visuals and ideas from just like watching movies or watching music videos or random YouTube videos, whatever. Pretty much, you know.
Yeah, there's a lot out there to take in, but
we have 2 music videos, one good, one.
Yeah, you can find those on our Facebook. Oh yeah, plug our. We have Facebook. We have SoundCloud. I think that's the only 2
We
things
could pull up one of those right now.
LinkedIn.
Yes, we can.
We don't have LinkedIn.
We can get on YouTube here.
If anything, just watch El Paso, because Perils of the Dance Hall is just kind of.
Yeah,
it's on YouTube, right?
Yeah. We also have some of our live stuff on there.
We need to remember, can we go to like, I'm not trying to plug them, but can we go to Arabica and just drink a lot of coffee before the show?
Oh yeah, well I want to go get lunch or something after that. Oh, that was a lot, yeah.
Right there, yeah.
This one's not too terrible.
This one we shot over a period of time in the summer.
With a GoPro.
Yeah.
Our years together on another plane. Today we say goodbye and your smile feels the same. All the way from Erie shores to the land of El Paso. I hope that I'll see you again and we can drive around with no place to go. Save me the sunny days so my life won't go astray. Fend off the rainy days. I feel we all won't be the same. Send me more sunny days. Show me life and all its ways. Please don't you be afraid. The world is ours here and today. Hey, hey! Showed me life anew. I couldn't see the days ahead. Miles and hours separate us, but I keep you in my head. Now maybe we will meet again, a different place, another time. I hope that we will be okay, but I know we will be just fine. So save me the sunny days, so my life won't go straight. Fend off the rainy days. I feel we all won't be the same. Send me more sunny days. Show me life and all its ways. Please don't you be afraid. The world is ours here and today. Hey, hey!
I think it sounds great. I think it sounds very like.
I never liked it because I don't have the voice to do.
I like it a lot. But
You have a beautiful voice.
You do.
No, I don't.
You have a spectacular voice, Ben. You carry the band.
I'm always more of a backup singer, if anything. I started doing backup vocals with Sam yesterday. It came out pretty good.
I was gonna say I wondered how come you didn't do that before.
Because we didn't have a second microphone.
Oh, that's usually why.
Yeah, that'll usually deter the process.
Yeah, that'll usually stop you from doing background vocals.
You see, it's hard because both of my singers are like 6 foot, and if I want to share the microphone with them, I have to get on my tippy toes to sing.
Hey, I'm 6'1" and a quarter.
Sam's like 6.
Sam's taller than me.
Like 6'3".
Yeah, he's got to be like 6'3". He's a tall boy.
He's tall.
He's a tall glass of water.
when we were in freshman year, I saw him for the first time. I thought he was a senior, and no, he was a freshman.
He's a big dude.
He was a 14-year-old 6-foot kid.
That's pretty much my life.
Yeah, I was about to say you know what we're talking about.
So that was weird for me because I was probably 5'4" freshman year of high school.
How tall are you now?
Yeah, and I'm 6'1" now. I don't know how that. It's just like
I can't imagine short little you with long hair.
I'm
weird.
like 5'6", 5'7".
Well, I was really chubby, more so than now.
I'm always the shortest one in the band.
You're the Chad Channing.
And freaking Paul Anka wrote that song. I think is like short people.
Randy Newman.
Randy Newman had.
Paul
like,
Anka.
I thought it was Paul Anka.
Short people.
Paul
Anka.
Paul Anka plays piano and sings.
Same thing.
We're just showing our musical diversity there. Paul Anka. Yeah, the Toy Story song. Oh dear.
That song is like short people have no reason to live.
That's right. He did write that song, and
I'm like, thanks, man.
How
Thanks.
tall is he?
Yeah, I don't know how tall he is. He must be tall if he's singing about short people.
Well, he could be
It'd
short.
be
and
even
just hates
better if he
himself.
was a
Exactly,
short
yeah.
guy singing about short people problems.
And then I believe it was in the Great White, Under the Great Northern Lights with the White Stripes. Jack was talking about how Meg's so quiet all the time, and he's just like, you know, he's like Randy Newman or whatever. It was like always he wrote that song. Short people have no reason to live. No, quiet people have no reason to live.
My dad said when he sat next to her on the airplane, she was anything but quiet. He said she was just a chatty Cathy. But
That's so weird.
yeah, my dad sat next to the drummer for the White Stripes on an airplane home from somewhere, and he didn't know who they were.
Yeah.
And she's talking with him, chatting it up and all that. And he gets home and he's like, "Have you ever heard of a band called the White Stripes?" And I was like, "Yeah, I love them. They're awesome. They're great." He's like, "Oh, well, I sat next to this girl on the plane. She said there was a drummer, or she was their drummer. Do they have a girl drummer?" I was like, "Yeah." I show her the picture, and he's like, "Yeah, that's her." I was like, "Did you get an autograph?" He's like, "No, she looked like a skank, so I didn't want her to do anything."
Shout out to Dad.
Yeah, so yeah.
Thanks, Dad.
Thanks. He gets like this famous wrestler's autograph, but sits next to Meg White on an airplane and just nothing.
It was actually the White Stripes that brought Bobby and I together as a friendship too.
Did I ever tell you the time my dad got drenched in Meatloaf sweat?
No.
He was seeing Meatloaf at like a bar. I guess he was on the downswing of his career, and he was right in the front. And he just like, I guess he whipped around or something. He was getting really into it, and he just got like covered in his sweat. He just like
meat sweat.
I love Meatloaf.
Meatloaf sweat.
Robert Paulson sweat.
Doesn't sound like something you want to get covered in.
No. I learned though
I was
that
just
like
thinking of a sweaty loaf of meat now.
Yeah.
Yeah, you shouldn't. If you don't want to get wet, don't stand in the front row of a rock show because it's sweaty, you're spitting, and it's just.
That just reminds me of a Waves interview. Like they asked Nathan Williams like, "What's the weirdest thing a fan has ever done?" He's like, "One girl told me, like, asked me to sweat on her."
Like, I don't get like how guys like spit on stage. Like I've seen guys like they'll spit on the stage and they'll just like.
There's a funny Minimal Concern story that Sam told me. Like one time they were playing Vile live, and there's like a part in the song where he like hocks a loogie and spits, and one time he just spits upwards and it comes down and hits him in the face.
Oh, see, that's just disgusting. There'll be no spitting at the show tonight.
Right, yeah, guys, definitely. We got a few minutes left, so if you guys want to plug any, shout out anybody.
I know you guys have done a lot of plugs this show. Got any more in you?
You got a few minutes. You could repeat whatever
so
just to cap it off.
We got the show tonight at East Lake North. Doors open at 6.
6 to 9.
Show starts $5. Show starts at 7. We're campaigning hard to play Pride, so if you're in the Pride community, talk about us, Mr. Fabulous and the Bad Boys, get us on there. We have our upcoming album, Rough Cuts Volumes 1 through 4. That'll be out in a month at the very latest. We have our current EP out now, Odd as a Cod, which you get for $5. We've got stickers, which you can get for free. Who wouldn't want a sticker with an AR-15 shooting a rainbow? That's spectacular.
Also, Mr. Fabulous on SoundCloud.
Yeah, Mr. Fabulous on Sound. There, you got your sticker.
Stick one of those on the wall for now.
Yeah, you got a couple of them. Yeah, go ahead. Take one. Yeah, Mr. Fabulous on SoundCloud, Mr. Fabulous and the Bad Boys on Facebook. His videos on YouTube from our live performances.
Figure out how to peel off the back of the sticker.
It might require adult supervision.
I'm 19.
Adult
assembly.
Adult assembly required.
And then go.
Idiot-proof these things?
I bought them at Staples.
Yeah, so they're idiot-proof because they're Staples.
And then go see all the other great local bands we were talking about.
What are you thinking, Matt?
Whatever. Let them decide. You want it.
Where do you guys want me to put
Matt
this?
got to do this. I get to do this.
Yeah, you can do that.
Oh, you
Go
were
ahead,
so...
Ben.
There you go.
Mr. Fabulous and the Bad Boys.
Bad Boys.
That's right.
There we go.
Yep.
But yeah, other than that, go to the shop next week, see the Pizza Creeps, the Basics, the Bakers, and Savant Prison, or Pickle Fest, and see some other really great bands.
Yeah.
I don't think we have anything else to plug.
No, I think that's about it.
Yeah. Keep an eye out for Ben's other band, Dragon Rock Rejects, and Matt's
I don't have a name.
Untitled band name. And then just keep an ear out for more Mr. Fabulous. We'd love to come in and play sometime for you guys. So.
Yeah, thanks for coming in, hanging out with us.
Absolutely.
Yeah, thanks for
you got
having
anything
us.
else to say, Matt?
No. Thanks. Yeah, like he was saying, thanks for coming out. I think we could arrange the playing. You need to hook up with Jeremiah about that because
you
we've
can
had
get
bands
contact with Jeremiah after the show.
Oh,
he's
yeah.
literally set up bands like in here.
Yeah, he showed us the video of there's a drum set all out there, and it's just crazy. And
so he's creative with that stuff. So whenever
Yeah, definitely. Well, thank you guys very much for having us.
No problem.
Thanks for coming.
Thanks for coming, guys.
Thank you.
All right, there we go, guys. That's the end of the show. I think Todd's coming on now, so we will see you guys next week.
Cool beans.
Lake Effect Radio!
Be sure to watch us live on www.livestream.com/lakeeffect.
Lakeland Community College's post-secondary enrollment option program is a great way to fast-track your team's high school diploma, college credit, or college degree. Go to our website at www.lakelandcc.edu.
Primetime. Get here, start here. Introducing Cardinal Credit Union Shared Secured Visa. We look forward to helping you build or rebuild your credit, taking advantage of our APR. Speak to a member services representative for more details and apply today. Call 445-266-2276.
Hello people, are you looking for some part-time work? Or maybe something full-time, to add a little extra money into your pocket? Then come to the Seasonal and Part-Time Job Fair here at Lakeland Community College, sponsored by Lakeland Community College Career Services. It's being held Wednesday, March 25th, 2015 at 10 a.m. through 1 p.m. at the Community College Bookstore Hallway. Speak with employers, find summer, part-time, and full-time jobs, and even obtain some career information. It's open to the public. Please bring your resumes and dress professionally. For more information about this, call 440-525-7222.
We're listening to Lake Effect Radio. Keep rocking around the clock tower, guys.
For the 6th year, Lakeland has been designated as a military-friendly school by GI Jobs magazine. The list honors Lakeland as one of the top 15 colleges, universities, and trade schools, which do the most to embrace America's student veterans and ensure that they succeed on campus. Lakeland is also a Service Members Opportunity College approved by the State Approving Agency for Veterans. Lakeland's inclusion on the 2015 list of military-friendly schools was based on a criteria such as class flexibility, which includes evening classes, online classes, and weekend classes. Also, military-specific support services, ability for veterans groups, and networking.
Want to know the ins and outs of the business world from area's most successful leaders? Lakeland's Management Lecture Series brings top professionals in from all areas of businesses, industries, just for you. This is your opportunity to learn more, to learn from the experts, and ask questions. Free admission, but the information's priceless. On Tuesday, April 21st, Stephanie Sheldon, founder of Indie Foundation and Cleveland Flea Market, will speak about building branding throughout innovation strategies and support of Cleveland businesses. The lecture series runs from 7:15 to 8:15. Dr. Wade L. Roadhorse Performing Arts Center in Building D on the campus.
The internet is for some becoming an uncontrollable compulsion.
The internet is infected.
Spreading the infection at livestream.com/Lake Effect Radio.
Spring Fling Days, presented by Campus Activities Board, are Monday, April 20th to Thursday, April 23rd. Join us for tons of springtime fun. As always, these events will be free.
Relax, enjoy your summer break, knowing that your fall semester classes are set. Lakeland's fall registration starts April 6th, so plan ahead and beat the rush. You can also meet with a Lakeland counselor now to make sure you're on the right path. The college's counseling office is offering walk-in counseling sessions every Monday from 8:15 to 11:15, and on Tuesdays from 1:15 to 4:15. If you want, you can make a scheduled appointment to talk with a counselor by calling 525-7200. Get ready for fall semester now and have a wonderful, worry-free summer. Meet with a counselor now and schedule your fall semester classes before it fills up.